What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back. You know what it is, your boy John.
The ambassador of judo is back.
The ambassador. I saw you were, did you compete or you just had an event?
I just went, yeah.
Was it a cool event?
It was all right. Yeah, there was a lot of, that was a pretty big one. I mean, comparative. I mean, not comparatively to jiu-jitsu, but for judo, it was pretty big. Yeah, there was like, I think they said there was like 1,500 competitors there. It's not bad. Yeah.
Yeah. I saw you post a couple pictures or whatever.
Yeah, I got some videos I'm trying to make. That's my gi.
But you weren't competing.
I was warming someone up.
Oh, okay. That's what you were doing. I was curious. I was like, I thought that's why I asked if you competed.
I went out there to help the team, homie.
That's what I did.
You're not dedicated, dog.
Fuck out of here.
I was going to tell you something else. Oh, yeah. I just realized, you always say in the intro, ladies and gentlemen. There is not a single lady or gentleman watching
the show. Savages?
Just fucking.
Just savages?
Just savages.
I agree. They are savages.
Yeah.
Before we get started, shout out to Beaumont, the dudes out in Beaumont who watch this. Mm-hmm. One of the guys, I forget, I'm horrible at names. I don't even know if
No, John's just a piece of shit. Fuck John.
Yeah, that's true too. It's a little bit of both. It's a little bit of both.
John thinks he's too good for you.
What
does it look like?
He won gold at Purple Belt. He had some tattoos on his neck and face. Not his face, but like in his neck and whatever. But he was in line and he was like staring at me and he was like talking, but you know, I was always so loud in there.
Yeah.
So I was like, I couldn't tell if he was talking to me. And then I like looked around and I looked back and he was like talking to me. I was like, oh, what up? And then he came up and said, what's up? Said he watches the podcast. So shout out to you. And he won gold for Purple. Nice. So it was nice. Yeah, he was talking about the time we went out to the open mat at Beaumont.
Oh, yeah. That was
long
years
time
ago.
Long time ago.
I was probably a blue belt then.
Yeah. It was blue belt.
Yeah, long time ago. Yeah.
But, yeah, I went out to the World League event yesterday. We had a bunch of people competing. It was good.
Was there a lot of people competing?
Yeah. There was probably like 10 people, I think. I don't know about kids. I didn't, you know, fuck them kids.
Yeah, fuck them kids.
Yeah, there was a good amount. People did good. I always really enjoy their events.
Yeah, like World League by far is probably the best organized event. They put it together the best.
And then now, I think Brown and Black, you get the VIP band.
Yeah.
And so they have like snacks and food and stuff there. So we were able to get in there. So I just got water and stuff, but that's kind of new that they're doing that.
No, they did it before.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't reckon.
I have pictures of you eating sandwiches.
Not sandwiches. I had a hot dog.
No, from the table. Yeah, from that table. Yeah.
I remember. But yeah, it was a good event. I think the team did well. Neto was saying that for the Elite Eight that we were like in first or second place, but their stats don't pull up, so I couldn't verify.
Yeah, we were in first or second place for Elite Eight. Yeah, it was on the website.
Yeah, their app it has this option, but it won't load the data. So
well, just keep talking. Let's see real quick.
So
who
I think we did. We got some gold medals. So I think I'm hoping that we got the first place, but we had some people from Laval's team. Yep. They were competing under us.
We were 9th overall.
That's not bad.
So in overall, Gracie Maita Hemet was 9th overall as a team and number 1 Elite 8.
That's pretty dope.
Yeah. By a lot too.
But being 9th overall with how many schools we have, and the fact that
No, that's 9th overall for our academy. That's Gracie Maita Hemet by itself.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
You said schools.
Yeah, all the schools in California to be 9th in all the schools. That's awesome.
No, we're 9th in the whole country.
In the whole country?
This is all of the academies.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that's 9th overall. Look, AOJ is number 5. So I mean,
you know what's crazy? What gets me? What's crazy is like we don't even like push the competing. People just go compete. Mm-hmm. Sometimes Omar might be like, "Hey, we're gonna compete. We're gonna go, whatever." But we don't like. We're not like pushing for competitors and stuff, and we do pretty well.
Yeah, this is overall Elite 8 in the whole country. I mean, these are all California teams, but this is not the California one. This is overall.
So number 9.
Our school is number 9 overall. Gracie Maita was 7 as a team. That's the whole country as a team. And then
that's all the Humaitas.
That's all of them. Yeah. And then our school is number 1 in Elite 8 by a lot.
That's cool.
I contributed to some of that. Not a lot, but I did. A couple.
We were talking about it. Like, there's no pressure competing. But then unless Omar's like, oh, you're going to be part of that. And you're like, fuck, now I got to make
He
points.
fucking signed me up to compete yesterday.
It was you, Ziggy.
Ziggy was there, though, wasn't he?
No, he
didn't show up either.
And then, fuck. I can't remember his name. Brown belt. He skydives.
Oh, Danny.
He didn't show up either.
Yeah.
But out of that, everyone else showed up.
Yeah, because I didn't. I told him because I was supposed to compete in judo yesterday.
But you didn't have anybody in your division.
And
you were TBD.
No-gi.
Oh, you were signing for no-gi?
Oh, I could have walked up. You got
your medal.
Hit the bow and got a gold.
Got points. Well, that would have just given points to the team. Yeah.
But yeah, I was supposed to fight no-gi, and like it's funny. I recognized the dude. Remember we talked about the dude who had the gi that was made out of like a fucking.
Like a nurse,
nurse's thing.
Yeah, to make weight. Yeah,
that dude, I was supposed to fight him in no-gi, and I googled his name, and it came right. His Instagram came up, and I hit him a message. I was like, "Hey, big dog, I ain't gonna be there, so don't fucking waste your time waiting for me." Because it was just him and I. And he responded back. He's like, "Oh, thanks, appreciate it." And I was like, "Yeah." I was like,
before he went.
Yeah, I was like, "I didn't sign up, dude," because I hit him up on Thursday. Once I was laying on the couch on Thursday, and Josh was like, "You're doing no-gi," and I was like, "No, what are you talking about?" I thought he was. Yeah, no, I thought he asked. Oh, damn, Jose crushed him.
Yeah, I didn't.
I wish I would have saw that whole fight. Just unfortunately, I just saw the highlights from Jose out there being mean to my friend.
I was there like at 12:30, and then I left right after Misa, and I was like, all right, I'm done. There was a lot of people there. Like, yeah, Kyle there. I was there. Anthony was there. His wife. Who else was there? Lavo was there. What's that dude from Canada?
Oh, Indio.
Indio was there.
Yeah. Wonder why he's here.
It was weird. His situation was, they had him registered as well, he was competing, but they had him registered as a brown belt. And so then he had to go, and then he ended up going in Omar's division. And went against those guys. I think I don't know what place he came, but
he's good.
Oh yeah,
he won World Masters.
He's
won.
He pulled his hamstring.
Oh really?
Basically, dude pulled him into the splits.
Yeah.
After he won the first round match, but they pulled him into the splits and he hurt his hamstring. So he couldn't really do what he normally does in the second match.
Yeah, I wanted to compete in judo yesterday. There was just nobody from my division. I didn't.
So you have the same problem judo that you have in jiu-jitsu?
Yeah, more so. I didn't know how they would. So one of the dudes from our school, Chris, he's in my same weight, but in the same belt range. But he's like Master 3. They call it something different, but he's Master 3. So and there was someone in his division. So if I would have signed up, I don't know if they would have combined it because it's one age bracket above me. So I don't know if they would have combined it. And then the only other guy that signed up at plus 100 was that black belt that I fought before, but he was also in Master 3, which I'm not. I'm Master 2 until next year. And then I go into that Master 3 bracket.
Yeah, so. Luke was saying that for him, the only person he had in the gi, he'd have to cut 40 pounds. And he was like, "Fuck that."
Yeah. It's funny. I was talking to Jonah about that last night. He wants to do a comp, and he's like, "I'm not going to do 182 or whatever." He's like, "Look at that." He's like, "There's so many people." I was like, "Dude, there's never any people at black belt." Then he showed me at 18, whatever it is, 187 or whatever. It was fucking 9 dudes in that bracket. Black belt 187.
Really?
Yeah, Master 2. We're Master 3 now, but yeah, there's a lot of dudes in that bracket.
I feel like those guys are going to be taller than him, but he's going to be way stronger.
Oh, he's going to do 195 when he does
I think they'll be fine.
Yeah.
Because the thing is that they tend to be lankier and taller.
Yeah.
And he's going to be strong as fuck, and they're not going to be able to move him.
Yeah.
Because I had that one tournament where I did, and the guy was really tall, but he was not strong, and he tried to pull me, and I was like, nah.
Yeah, everyone's always been taller than me. I think I fought.
Yeah, but in your division, they're taller.
Yeah.
And they're just as strong.
Yeah.
Versus when you go down,
a
lot of times they're taller, they're not as strong.
Yeah.
So you have that little bit of advantage on them. What was I gonna say? There's some big names here. What's the guy that just beat Warwinski?
Well, first of all, it's Wardzinski.
I forgot his name.
That's right.
But that guy was there.
Yeah.
There was a lot of high-level female was there too. It's kind of interesting to see. Obviously, they're just there coaching, so it's kind of cool to see. You just see them there coaching and stuff. Imagine them competing though. You'd be like, I'm out. Fuck this. I'd probably still do it. I'd be like, hell yeah, I lost, but look who I fucking lost to. Have that on your record.
There's a lot of high-level competitors there. You always see, Johnny The dude with the mustache, he was one of the CGI coaches. He's always competes at World League. Or one of the CGI referees. I can't think of his last name. Brazilian dude who has like a curly mustache. He's always there competing. He's super good, super high level.
I feel like the refs, this might be a little controversial, but I feel like the refs at World League do a better job than the refs at IBJJF. Not at Worlds, like at your normal, like the smaller events, like your opens. They just do a better job, I feel like. I don't know why, but they just like, when you watch it at the opens for IBJF, they look bored as fuck. And here they're like actually watching the competitors, and they're like, you know, it just seems they're more into the event.
I think overall, reffing kind of sucks. Yeah, World League. I think World League's just a better event. Maybe they pay better. I'm not sure. Because there's a lot. I mean, the last time we were all there, Tiny Porfirio was fucking refereeing. She's the second best female in the world.
Yeah.
Right? She was there reffing. Yesterday at that judo comp, there's kids that do it. Like there was like a 12-year-old fucking reffing.
Reffing?
Yeah. Yeah. He knew all the rules and shit.
Yeah, I was gonna say, as long as you know the rules.
Dude, he was better than. There was an older guy who I've seen ref a bunch. He's a black belt or a red and black belt, and he was reffing. His reffing was terrible. They were like having him change the fucking scores in the middle and shit. And this kid was fucking perfect.
Yeah, you know the worst reffing I've ever seen is wrestling. In the wrestling, when we watch wrestling, it's so fucking clear when the refs are biased towards one team because like there'll be a pin, and then you'll watch them get a pin, and they're like, boom, pin. But then you'll watch them on another team, and they're clearly pinned, and they're like, and they just wait, and the whole fucking crowd is like, are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah.
And then they'll finally call it because they have no choice, but it's like, that's the worst reffing I've seen is in wrestling. They're so biased, and they don't even hide it. At least in jiu-jitsu, I mean, you don't see a lot of bias in like, other than like if you're elite level and you're like going up against a champ.
Oh, if you're not Brazilian?
I don't even see that as much.
Oh, it's fucking crazy.
I don't know.
It's crazy.
I mean, if it came down to a ref's decision, that's where the bias comes in.
Dude, it's just fucking no. If you're not Brazilian and you're fucking going to a tournament, you're gonna get. If you're fighting a Brazilian, they're gonna coach against you. They're gonna score against you, ref against you. 100%.
Just got to know a couple words.
It's not enough, dude. It ain't enough. Yeah.
Yeah, but it was a good day. I really actually like the Del Mar event. I think it's I like the building the way it is.
Yep.
Unless it's a cold day, because that one time you could be it was fucking cold.
It wasn't cold yesterday?
No, it was nice. Yeah, it was nice until the evening. It started getting cold. That's when I was leaving. I'm like, man, fuck this. It's getting cold. I'm out of here. But yeah, it was good. And then, did you train this week?
Yeah, I'm not ready to talk about training though.
Oh, you're not ready to talk about training?
My student yesterday. My student hit the Sasai from fucking the heavens and blasted my student Misa.
Yeah, you did a good job.
Yeah, that Sasai was good. He tried to hit that second one. That dude single-legged him through the fucking table.
Like, he was like, the other dude was, I was watching the dude warm up, and he was like trying to arm drag, go for all this shit. So I was just like, and then when he started, he was moving, and I was like, hey, you got to make the movements, because as soon as you make the movements, he's losing it. And then as soon as he started going left, right, moving him, snapping him, boom, he hit the Sasai, took him down. Yeah. It was good. That dude was cool, though. He was super nice afterwards. I saw him chopping it up.
It's just crazy how good my students are.
Dude, Misa, that was insane. Like, once he got on top, he was like, just full control. And I was like, yeah, that's a fucking shitty position. And then after that first match, Kyle was showing him that thing he showed us when you get on mount. Yeah. Side control, you get your hips under.
Yeah.
And showed him something, and he ended up tapping him to that. But, yeah, he was like, I was thinking about going for an arm bar. And I was like, what you just did? That's the game right there. Yeah. Just fucking dominate him.
Take him down and pin
him. And it's not, there's no stalling because you're actually trying to get stuff. You're trying to go for lapels. You're like, you're actually working, but he's suffering the entire time from the bottom. Yeah. And then he threw him to the table. Yeah. Which was pretty funny. And they broke that that was down for like 5-10 minutes.
They had to wait?
Yeah, because the TVs came. They had to like refix it. They couldn't figure it out. Yeah. So they were just sitting there, sitting down on the mats while waiting. And then the dude goes, I always wanted to have one of those moments, except I thought it'd be on the other side. Yeah. The one throwing the person to the table.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looked like a pretty cool event. And then, so yesterday I went to, it was called Winter Nationals for judo. And there's competitors I saw competitors from all over the world. They may not live in other places in the world, but people representing other countries.
Yeah.
Like, I was there kind of all day. I watched this kid who was like 6. His dad is this big-ass dude from they were from Uzbekistan.
That's all you have to say.
I mean, he was like really skinny-looking Asian Russian dude, right? But he was big. He was probably like 6'5". And the kid has a belt because you have to wear either a white or a blue belt for the most part when you compete. Mm-hmm. So the kid's got his blue belt because he's wearing his white belt, and he's doing fucking uchikomi with the belt. And this kid is like fucking 2.5 feet tall, just fucking around doing uchikomi, and like his dad's talking to someone, and he's just doing it by himself. And him and his dad start talking, and he sounds like a little ass kid. He's like, like fucking around. And his dad's like, okay, it's your turn. And he's like, oh, I get to go? And he was like, yes. And he walks over, and he bows, and he walks out. And the other kid looked pretty ready. It was the Armenian kid. The Armenians are about it. He goes. And then what did he tell him? He told him something. The dad was like, I think it was like Ep.1. He was like, Ep.1. And the kid just looks, and fucking yeets this kid. This little fucking kid's feet were up in the air and just slams him. And the kid gets up and he just fixes his gi and just stands there. And then fucking the ref is like, okay, you win. And he's like, hey. And he fucking like walks off the mats and he's like, I won. And the dad,
awesome.
And the dad was like, okay, you have one more. He's like, I get to go again? Dude,
that's
this
awesome.
kid was a savage, dude.
And that's what you see. They love the sport.
Fucking Ep.1 this kid, which is a big throw. Just boom, this kid's feet were all. I looked at because I heard him yell at. Then I looked over and I just saw little feet in the air, fucking just going like that. Dude, there's a bunch of kids there that are fucking savages. And then I got a bunch of video. Hopefully, I got some of the throws, but I was just fucking around with my camera, like filming shit. And there was this Japanese dude, and it looked like a Mexican guy. And this Japanese dude, he was probably like early 30s, and he had like the full fucking Yakuza tattoos, where it's like,
oh, really?
Yeah, I mean, it's just a style, but full Yakuza tattoos. And this Mexican dude threw him, and I was like, dang, I didn't expect that, because this dude looked about it. And they must have had a round robin where they're fighting each other multiple times. And then I think I missed the first fight, but I think the Asian guy won the first one, the Japanese dude, and then the Mexican dude beat him the second time. And it was a pretty big throw. Then they go out there a third time, and I'm watching, and that Japanese dude was not fucking around. He grabbed this dude and yeeted the fuck out of him. The dude like bounced off the mats, and I was like, "Holy shit!" And he got up and he was like, "Yeah, bitch," and just like walked away. But there was some pretty good throws. So
the matches tend to be faster?
I think they're only 3 minutes.
Oh.
Yeah, I think they're only 3 minutes long.
So they're pretty action packed too, then.
Well, the whole.
Or is it mostly grip fighting?
No, the whole sport is based around action.
Yeah.
So I was watching my friend Chris that competed yesterday. The first match, he got a little bit too aggressive, and the dude basically like lat dropped him. And so he was going forward, dude lat dropped him, and they called Ep.1. The second one, Chris was super active with the grips, but he didn't push forward. He was just super active moving around with the grips. He threw him with something. I can't remember what he threw him with. He threw him, and then he got pinned. He hit the dude for Wazari, which is a half point, and then he pinned him. And this dude, Chris, is like, he's 6 foot, 300 pounds. He's a big fucking
And he
dude.
got thrown?
No, he pinned the other guy. Then the third time, I can't remember what happened. But
have you ever seen him thrown?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Oh, yeah, dude. James throws everyone.
That's crazy.
James throws everyone.
Yeah.
But yeah, the reason I brought it up is they were calling Shidos on him for grip fighting too long.
Uh-huh.
So like, and it depends on the referee. Some referee will let you grip fight for 20, 30 seconds. Some will give you 10 seconds.
You know what I did see that I thought they would call someone is someone grabbed the belt.
Mm-hmm. It's not illegal.
Yeah, but I thought you can only hold it for so long without doing something.
Not in jiu-jitsu.
I remember at Worlds, a dude got DQ'd for it.
I think he probably got DQ'd for stalling.
He did it 3 times in a row.
But that was probably stalling they were calling him for, not for the belt grip. Just stalling in general.
I have to look it up. I swear there was a rule that was like, if you're going to do, because the belt grip's so powerful, that like, you can't hold it for longer than like 10 seconds or something without actually doing something.
No, they're just going to call you for stalling, which is just a general stalling call, but it doesn't matter what the grip is. In judo, you can only hold it for 3 seconds.
Without doing something.
Yeah, you have to. You can grip it, but you got to go. You got to move as soon as you grab it. Any grip. If you have a grip and you're not moving, if you're not trying to get to a throw, they call you Shido. So, but yeah, it was a pretty cool event. It's just the judo stuff is so unorganized.
So are those really?
Oh, they're terrible.
Like timing wise?
Timing wise. So I planned on being out there at 11 because one of the girls was competing at 1, I think, 12 or 1. And I was like almost all the way there, and then I got a text like, "Hey, she's competing right now." So James wasn't even there either. They moved her match up like 2 hours.
That's wild.
Yeah.
I mean, IBJF does that, but if your competitor isn't there, they'll make you
wait.
They'll make
a
you
lot
wait.
of time. Yeah. So they moved her up 2 hours, and then Chris was supposed to compete at 3, and he competed at 1. So they moved.
So
him
they
up
were
2
ahead of
hours.
schedule.
Yeah. Yeah, because if you get thrown, it's over. Right.
Yeah.
They don't go 5 minutes. But so that's one of the things I like a lot about World League is World League. You have a time period, and you compete with within that time period almost no matter what. Mm-hmm. I've never seen it go out of because it's an hour. So within that hour, you'll do your matches, and even if it's even if you got like 5 guys, they'll make it rip so that you're done by the end of that hour.
At one time at IBGF, I competed, and they called us in like an hour early.
Yeah.
And then one of the guys in the show,
I
wasn't there, and they made us wait.
Yeah, that happened to me too.
And so we sat in the bullpen for almost like an hour and a half, and then you get to your time, and then they get like 15 minutes after that or something like that.
Yeah.
So it was like some stupid amount of time. I was really irritated.
That happened to me twice. So that happened to me when I was a brand new blue belt. I fought this dude Joshua I'm like internet friends with from Carlson Gracie Menifee. We fought once, and it was supposed to be 3 guys in the division. We fought once, and then we were waiting for the other guy, and then we had to wait like 2.5 hours because they moved us up 2.5 hours. The only reason we got to go is finally Omar yelled at him, kept yelling at people, and then they let us go again. Because it was a round robin, so we had to fight twice because the way like the bracket worked out. So we waited like 2.5 hours for the second fight, and that happened to me at the Euros too. At the Euros, I got a bye, and then my first competitor didn't show up, but they made my whole bracket was almost done. They stopped it waiting for that guy to show up, and it was like 2 hours.
And did he show up?
No. And then I ended up fighting like 3 hours after I was supposed to.
That's crazy.
It was crazy, yeah. So
that's the stuff that like gets me. Yeah. It's like just keep it on time.
Yeah.
Just keep it on time. And if you're gonna move it forward, if someone's not there, they're not there.
Yeah.
Like you that's your fault. You moved it. Don't make everyone else suffer for it.
Well, that's their fault for moving it forward.
Yeah, exactly.
It's not the competitor's
fault.
No,
I agree. It's their fault. Yeah. But if you're gonna make that decision, then stand by that decision and just fucking go. Otherwise,
that's kind of unfair.
I don't disagree. That's what I'm saying. They should just run it on time.
Yeah, they should run it on time. Well, they should do the bracket. They should do the hour brackets like how World League
does it. Yeah.
Yeah, World League is so much better. But like, it's hard to say like how good World League is other places. But here they do them in big venues. They do big events.
Also, coaching like in IBJJF.
There's no coaches.
There's no coaches.
Yeah.
And in World League, they have the nice area. You have the coaches and stuff like that. Yeah. Like. Let that. I mean, there is they usually have the coaches section in front.
Well, there's a reason there's no coaching in IBJJF.
What's that?
Brazilians. Motherfuckers be fighting all the time.
Mm-hmm. Oh, the coaches.
Yeah. Yeah, the coaches be trying to fight the refs. That's why there's no coaches. But yeah, it was a good judo event.
So I think. Do they have like this food and snacks and stuff like at like acai and stuff like at the jiu-jitsu event, or is it like really
no? So it was at so they did this tournament. The same place they did the last tournament at was LA Convention Center. Mm-hmm. So yeah, they had little vendors on the inside, just like
the ones that are already there.
Yeah, they had like a gi vendor inside there, and then they had like a vendor that was selling like equipment, like workout equipment and shit like that. They had 2 or 3 other little vendors, but then in the LA Convention Center, there's like whole restaurants and shit. Yeah, they have all kinds of shit in there. There was like 2 other things. That place is huge. There was like 2 other events going on. There was like a sneaker event and a cheerleading event going on, just in different rooms. Yeah, because that place is fucking
big.
Huge.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was pretty cool.
Is that USA Judo or is that? Like so, there's like 2, right?
USJA and USA Judo. This one actually wasn't sanctioned by anybody. I think USA Judo maybe sanctioned it out of spite, but so right now there's like some shit going on in Southern California between the governing bodies and like the people that put on all the tournaments. So I think this was still a sanctioned event. I think it may not have been a sanctioned event. It wasn't an actual points event.
So it was more about just going out and.
No, you win.
Yeah,
you get a medal.
You get medals.
Yeah,
but not. It doesn't go.
Well, it'd be like a World League. World League's not sanctioned by anything. They're their own governing body, right?
But they're making their own shits.
Yeah,
which are becoming more and more popular.
Yeah. So what I mean by points event. So this is where like judo and jiu-jitsu differ. Best case scenario, if you're doing IBJJF stuff and you're an adult competitor, you can try to get enough points to make it to the Worlds, right? Well, the Worlds is every year. It's 16 people, and basically you know who's going to be in it because it's pretty easy to get into the Worlds. Yeah. Well, if you want to go to a sanctioned event and get points, that's to try to make it to the Olympics, which only happens every 4 years. And in order to get to the next level of competition, you have to have X amount of points. And then if you have enough points, you can enter into this. And then if you have enough points, you can enter into this. Like this year for judo.
So is there already a team for the judo for the Olympics? Since the Olympics is what, next year?
No, 28. I don't think there's a team.
Is
There's people who are on the USA Judo team, like the Olympic team, but that doesn't mean they're going to make it. Well,
right, so you have to qualify.
This year, we get to have someone at every bracket. So you have to qualify normally, right?
Yeah.
And we never qualify people at every weight. This year, because we're the host nation, we get to have people at every weight.
Even if they don't qualify.
Yeah, you don't have to qualify. You just have to make it to the team, right? So they're picking the spot. I would assume they're starting to pick the spots now.
This is the one that's going to be in L.A.?
L.A., yeah. Okay. So we're going to have someone at every weight.
We got to go to that.
Yeah, we're going to go for sure. But normally, you have to qualify for the weights. So, like, we might have 2 or 3 people in the whole team, a girl and 2 guys, or whatever, because we don't qualify at every weight because it's super hard to qualify for the Olympics. So it's like you got to do all these tournaments here in the U.S.
That ties back to what you were saying, that a lot of the other countries, judo is subsidized. It's subsidized, They get paid to do the sport.
Yeah.
And since it's not here, it's hard for teams to make it to to the different countries.
You got to have money, or your family's got to have money or whatever. Yeah. I was talking to somebody about this, and they're like, "Yeah, we would like the goal for our kid to try to make the Olympic team." This was like a 10-year-old kid, right? And the coach was like, "You got 60 grand, 70 grand a year to send your kid everywhere?" And they're like, "What do you mean?" He's like, "Well, he's got to do this to compete. He's got to do this. He's got to do this. He's got to do this. He's got to get to all these places."
Because they're not here. You got to go overseas to compete.
You got to go. You got to go. You got to compete at all the USA events. Everything is sanctioned. Then you got to go to Mexico, South America, Europe. You got to go all around the world to compete.
There's got to be a way to do like a U.S. judo crowdfunded type of thing.
That'd be
you know what I
idea.
mean? Where you can, where you can, like, just the general people that do judo are open to donating money, and then the top people that earn that, get the money to go travel, not to pay them. Like, you're going to do this because you love the sport.
But you can
pay for the hotel. We'll pay for your food. We'll pay for.
Well, the government should do that. It's an Olympic sport.
Yeah.
They have the Olympic training
I wish
centers,
they did. I think that'd be awesome if the government put more money into that stuff.
I would be willing to help to do something crowdfunded. That's why I'm the ambassador of judo. I think that's a great idea.
You can have my idea and you can run with it.
Well, you can be the assistant ambassador.
I'll do it.
But you got to come train.
That's what it takes.
You got to be my number 2. You got to be my senpai.
That's what it takes.
Yeah. Or kohai, one of the two. Either way.
But I think that'd be cool.
Yeah, that'd be
because then they'd get more Americans into the Olympics and fill out those spots.
Yeah.
Because I think we have it's like they talk about in jiu-jitsu where they say, like, there's people that train for the love of the sport that are fucking up world champions and don't compete just because they don't compete. And they work day jobs and shit, but they're so fucking good, but they don't compete. It's the same thing probably in judo is you have these guys and they just don't have the opportunity to go on the world level and because of the cost.
Or they can't even really compete, locally. They can maybe compete ultra local, but they can't come from, let's say, Kansas to LA to do this tournament.
To get the points or whatever.
For sure, yeah. I think that's a way to definitely go about it, is like try to come up with some sort of crowdfunding thing. So what I can see, I'm not like in the sport, I'm not in either of the sports, but just what I hear like from the hearsay is that there's all this infighting between USA Judo and USJA, US Judo Association. So back in the day, USJA was the big one. Then USA Judo started gaining more power, right? And then even within those two organizations, there's like infighting. Like they hold I don't get the emails anymore because I'm not a member of USA.
It's like CJI versus ADCC.
No,
like
no, it's like power struggles within a company. So like I used to be a member of USA Judo. I'm not anymore. I'm a member of USJA because that's what James is certified under. But when I was a member of USA Judo, I would get the messages like, "Hey, we're holding the votes. If you're a member, you get a vote to see who's on the board." And like people get ousted, and there's like all this politics around it. Like, I don't know this to be a fact. This is what I kind of read online. So, Jimmy Pedro is kind of like the face of judo in the U.S. You know who Jimmy Pedro is?
The name sounds familiar.
So he owns Fuji. He owns BJJ Fanatics, or he has like BJJ Fanatics. He has like the Fuji Training Center. Older kind of white guy. So Jimmy Pedro was the president for a long time of USA Judo, and he's an Olympic coach. I mean, he's the man in judo. But he was doing some things that people didn't like. One of the things is you're going to have to go recertify. Every coach that wanted to be USA Judo certified was going to have to go to one of his classes and pay and get recertified.
So it's money.
It's money, and it's like I was talking to somebody about it, and they were just like, "Hey, I trained with his dad. I know him. I came up above him. I was at the level above him before his era. He is not going to tell me anything that I don't know. Why do I have to pay him to go back and get recertified? Right? So that was like a big power struggle thing. And that's like the same thing goes on with the IBJJF. The IBJJF is crooked as fuck. Like, they just make up these arbitrary rules, and it's like what happened to me. Like, I got my membership taken away because I got promoted too quick. But it's like they don't even give you a chance to prove that you're whatever belt you are. Like, that's the whole point of competition, is to prove your belt.
I gotta register.
I gotta register mine too. I think there's a competition in January, February I'm gonna do.
Yeah, I think next year that's my goal, is to compete next year in as many as I can.
Yeah.
I think it'll be fun. Get back into it again.
Well, when you're in Texas, there's a lot of events out there.
There's a lot of events out there.
Yeah.
But we'll see.
Yeah.
I'll come down here for World League shit,
but
I don't have to pay for places to stay.
Yeah.
Stay at someone's house.
Yeah. But that's like the power struggle I see going on. So like, I think for us to try to, like, let's say we were going to go head on this idea of trying to fund a judo team, just because only because it's on an Olympic level.
Yeah.
There's not a jiu-jitsu version of that, right?
Yeah.
We'd have to start our own association. We'd have to say, or we'd have to go to USJA or USA Judo, one of them, and be like, look we're business people. We love judo. We want to help grow this sport within the U.S. We've
get people in the Olympics.
Yeah, we've got a group of 75 businesses who are willing to give us X amount of dollars a month to help you guys train and to send the correct competitors around the world to compete.
Yeah.
But the problem is, there's going to be like people like, this is the reason that jiu-jitsu's not in the Olympics. Okay, let's just now I forgot his name because I was talking shit. The kid that beat Warzinski the other day. He's from Brea, right? Okay, so that kid, he trained at I think he trains other places, but his main home is Brea Jiu-Jitsu, which is like an hour from here. He has been with that coach forever, and it's like, okay, now you're the truth for the Americans. You get to be on the American Olympic team, but guess what? You can't train with your coach no more.
Yeah, that's stupid.
You have to train at the Olympic Training Center.
That's dumb.
And who gets to be the coach of the Olympic Training Center?
I think
you can't have individual training for the Olympics. You train as a team.
Yeah.
And then let's make it look easier for the Brazilians. Let's just use old guys. Okay, so you got Bochecha's on the Olympic team for the Brazilians. You got Marcelo Garcia. You got Omar. You got all these guys, right? And they're all from different places. Bochecha's from Checkmat.
I think there's a way around that.
There's not.
I think if you were to say you have to train at an Olympic training center X amount of times, because that's where you're going to get your, like, that's where everyone's going to see, like, kind of like tryouts. That's where
but the Olympic Training Center is not just training. It's your whole life.
Yeah.
They feed you. They put you on the diet plan.
If you look at Michael Phelps, that's all he did. He just fucking...
and they're doing everything for you. They're
putting the money into you.
Well, no, basically, you're the vessel for them to get to where they want to go, right? So you eat this, you do this, you do this. And they build all these individual plans. It's like the UFC PI. It's like a specialized place to help athletes grow, right?
Into athletes.
Yeah, but there has to be a coach.
And
you can't have, so like I said, let's look at Bochecha because we know his coach, Leo Vieira, or Lucas Leitch, depending on who's coaching that day. But you can't just have Lucas come in and coach his matches. Because that's not the goal we're having. We're at a goal, and like people, I think people maybe realize, but the Olympics are a cold war between countries.
Oh yeah,
it's not just a sport.
Well, it's like when you watch.
It's to show dominance.
It's like when you watch that Canadian versus USA hockey game when the Canadians were talking shit, and then the US went in there. Fucked them up.
Canadians fucked them up afterwards, but
the next game after.
But so it's like this is war. This is country versus country. This is a cold war, right? So that's and like look at the Russians did like during that Icarus scandal. Like the Russians were doping people from birth to build them into Olympians, right? So they had some sort of way to pick these athletes, right? And then once they got picked, that is your life. Right?
Yeah, it has to be your life.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, if you want to compete at that level as a person. Yeah. You're gonna sacrifice. There's no doubt about it. You have to sacrifice. Like if you talk to like a lot of the UFC fighters that are at the very top, a lot of them they don't retire because they don't love the sport. Yeah. They retire because they're like, I want to be with my family. I want to raise my kids, and you can't do that.
Or you just can't compete anymore. Well, like Travis Stevens couldn't compete anymore because Travis Stevens tried to make the Olympics after he won bronze or silver. He couldn't even make the team. He couldn't even make it qualify. I think the next Olympic, because he hit his peak and he just couldn't get back there. He couldn't get on the level, and plus there's new people coming up, and Travis was older. Yeah.
Yeah, but it's a sacrifice that you have to take as a person if you want to make the Olympics, for sure.
Yes.
Like, you have to sacrifice your life, essentially, to make it there. To be able to compete at that level, to maintain your health, to maintain your eating habits. There's no going out and drinking. There's no going out and fucking partying. Weekends, you're training. It's like training every fucking day.
Yeah.
Like I was talking to, I was talking to Little G about his wrestling, and like how his day goes. And he goes, "Oh, I train 3 hours a day."
Yeah.
3 hours a day at a high school level.
Yeah. Yeah, and but he's trying to make it to the collegiate
I know,
level.
but my point is, like, you have a lot of athletes. I'll throw, like, my kids in there. They go and they train.
But your kids aren't serious.
Exactly.
They're not trying to go to college.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Exactly. That's that level.
Yeah.
Those are the guys that are sacrificing everything. Those 3 hours a day, every single day, 6 days a week.
Well, sacrifice is too strong of a word. That's what they do.
It's their life.
It's what they do, right?
Yeah.
You like to play video games.
Yeah.
Are you sacrificing 2 hours of your day to play video games? No, it's just what you do,
Yeah.
right? So for them,
that
is their mindset. That is their culture. But look how it's going to pay off. Like, G is probably going to go to a D1 college.
Oh, yeah.
And he has the opportunity to be a high-level D1 wrestler. And then after that, or during that time, the Olympics, like Sam, his sister, is going to try to make the Olympic team.
Yeah.
I think she's going to try next year to qualify.
Yeah.
Because she's that high level at wrestling, right? So there's a path, and then there's a path to something after that, right? Like a lot of the Olympians have schools or they teach at big schools, and like if you're like the wrestling coach at Penn State, you're getting paid.
Yeah, lots.
Yeah, you're getting paid because the donors fund to have these famous people come coach, right? Going back to the Olympics real quick though, and like judo and like how scarce it is for our country. We only have 14 medals total.
In judo?
Yeah.
Altogether.
Ever. And there's only like 8 people. Some people have won multiple medals, right? So that's how...
That's women and men?
Women and men. That's total. We only have 14 medals total. Kyla Harrison, Ronda Rousey, Jimmy Pedro, Travis Stevens. But like you meet these people and they're outliers. Like
they're definitely different.
Like G is nice to us because we've known him since he was fucking 6 years old or whatever, right? He's not a very nice person.
No.
Yeah, you know what I mean? He kind of just tolerates
I
us.
know that from seeing how
he wrestles?
The other wrestlers react to him when they're like, fuck, it's him. You know, because when he wrestles, like I've watched him wrestle and in a tournament, and he's like, takes you down, stands back up. Takes you down, stands back up. It's like, it's awesome to see, but from a wrestler side, they're like, that's fucked up.
Yeah, but he's serious about his sport, and like I've had the opportunity to be in a room with Travis Stevens. He's the same fucking way. I've had the room to be in
no nonsense.
Yeah,
just business.
This is what we do, and I've been at that level in business where I've been in meetings with billionaires, and the way they talk is exactly the same fucking way. And it's like, you're not a part of this goal. Shut the fuck up and get the fuck out of here. Yeah. We have a mission. And this is what it is.
Nothing's stopping it.
And this is the mission. And like, so these high level athletes have the same mentality as high level business people, probably high level people in the government.
That's also why outside of, once they retire, a lot of them are super successful as well. And that's a lot of that same mentality that they carry. They find the next thing to apply that to, whether that's business, school, whatever it is they do. Yeah. They carry that same mindset that they've had growing up into whatever they do, and they tend to be super successful. Yeah. In whatever that they venture in afterwards, because they carry that mindset.
And I think what you get for these athletes that become successful afterwards is like you get like the cultism around it. So it's like, let's look at like Travis Stevens. He's really successful. I mean, I don't know if he's rich or anything, but okay, Travis decides he wants to do this. Well, people know who he is. Yeah. So other people, like business guys, are like, hey, this guy dedicated 20-something years of his life to be the best athlete in the world. Well, let's fund him.
That's almost what college degrees used to be.
Yeah,
they used to have a weight on them. Yeah, because they were like, this person dedicated himself and made it. Blah blah. It's not like that anymore, but it used to be. Yeah. But now, like with sports, exactly.
But even if you look at it from the college perspective, a bachelor's is just to show like a master's certificate. What do they call it? What do they call this? Like graduate school. Mm-hmm. It's a bachelor's is just to show a graduate school you can show up for 4 years and not fuck up. Mm-hmm. right? Nowadays, a bachelor's is just so common. No disrespect, people have a bachelor's, but it's so common. If you want to go farther with a degree, you need to have a master's or a doctorate.
Yeah.
Like, because that's common now.
Well, it really depends on the field too. On what field? Some fields require a master's, some fields don't.
Yeah.
But I would say more.
To be a teacher, you have to have a master's now.
And they don't get paid shit.
Yeah.
That's crazy. What I would more associate with like an associate's degree. I see people, I'm associates. I'm like, that's like a high school diploma.
Associates have never had any weight. They've never been important.
I hear people talk about it all the time. I'm like, that's like a high school diploma. It doesn't mean anything.
I have like certificates and shit, like they're associate's degrees basically, and they're bullshit.
Yeah, they don't wait. Yeah. So,
but,
yeah, I mean, it all ties back to these sports in general and the mindset that it gives people, especially if you're younger and you're getting into these sports, and it builds your character to be able to handle tough shit.
Well, think about it like that from a business perspective. Okay, you got someone like G who's dedicated his entire life to wrestling at a high level, and he's gonna go far. And then you got a guy who went to college, right? And he went to college and he did what he did. And then G says, "Hey, I want to start a startup, and we're gonna do nutrition." Okay, great. Well, you have a lifetime of experience around nutrition. And this kid, he wants to start a degree. And while he was in college, he became a gym bro and started. He wants to do a nutrition company. And he comes to me as a funder. Which one am I going to pick?
Yeah, of course.
I'm going to pick G. He's got a lifetime experience of doing this, and he knows what it takes to get somewhere.
To be at a high level.
Yeah, to be at a high level within that. We were talking about the camera cut off. We were talking about like the mindset of business and sport and shit like that.
Yeah. Oh, I was gonna say, yeah, that's what I was saying. I was gonna say is like the big thing is that person knows what it takes.
Yeah, knows what it takes
get to that.
And
elite level.
Yeah, and then you can take that mindset into anything.
Yeah,
exactly. If you can change that person, be like, hey, you're no longer an athlete, you're a business person, or you're a parent, or whatever. You know what that mindset takes to get to the goal.
Yeah,
right?
exactly. And then you were comparing it to like your average college person who's never been.
Yeah, they have a passion.
Yeah,
but they're not. It's gone.
Yeah,
yeah, but they're not living it like these athletes do. I think that's why a lot of athletes do so well in business, because people are willing to invest in them because they know what those
and they know they won't quit.
They know they won't quit. Yeah, that's big. Yeah.
Oh, what's that saying? Those who do, those who can't teach.
Teach. Yeah. I used to live by that saying. And then I guess it's probably still true because I can't do a lot of the shit, but I want to teach. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I understand I understand the idea of jiu-jitsu. Like, I understand the idea of grappling. And I can teach it well enough for people to get to another level to find the right person to train with. You know?
Well, I mean, if you take like Danaher, he doesn't have any major...
but he also can't do.
I know, but he doesn't have any titles behind him.
Yeah.
But as a coach...
I was talking to someone a lot about that last night. He's like, yeah, I'm going to start competing because this and that. And I was like, but for what? You're already good at what you do. You don't need to compete. What are you trying to prove? Are you trying to prove to yourself? Are you trying to prove to your students? What are you trying to do?
Yeah.
And he was just like, oh, I never really thought about that. And I brought up Danaher. I was like, Danaher's never won shit. Never even competed.
Yep.
Right? I mean, Jean-Jacques was good, but, I mean, he won like ADCC and shit like that, but the competition was shit.
Yeah, back then.
Okay, Jean-Jacques couldn't win now, right?
Yeah.
He can't. There's no way.
He's a good teacher.
He's an amazing teacher.
Yeah.
Hegan the same way. Like, Hegan was a good competitor. He won a lot of shit, but Hegan's not beating anybody. Like, you put Hegan against a Buchecha because they're the same weight class. Buchecha crushes him, right? I mean, even Hickson, the GOAT. Hickson can't compete with people now, right? I mean, so the Keenan had this argument where Hickson would be a good purple belt now. I don't think that's true. I think Hickson had another kind of style. But you look at the competition style now versus the competition style then, who would win? I mean, I like the old school pressure style, and it does win still, so maybe those guys could still win, but like Hickson,
taking it back to basics.
Yeah, Hickson is the GOAT, but like Hickson never won a world title.
But they're so good at the basics that that's what makes him.
Yeah. So, but if you look at Hickson, like,
no, he won. No titles.
Yeah, but so I can't think of he never. I don't think he even competed at the Worlds ever.
He never did that.
Maybe he did like a Pans or something like that. Yeah. Kron was the man.
Fucked everyone
up to the black belt. I mean, I don't think Kron ever won the Worlds at black, but Kron was the fucking man, right? So, but you look at like a Hickson who's considered the GOAT. I don't think anybody says that Hickson's not really the GOAT. Some bitter people like Keenan will try to say shit about Hickson, but he proved that he is the best, and he proved it through grappling.
Not only that, when you talk to people that still go learn from him, they always come back
They
with
say it's like magic.
Yeah, they're like, I don't, like, the stuff he teaches is nothing too crazy.
Yeah.
But it's, like, mind-blowing.
Yeah.
And that's not like one or two people saying that. Everybody that goes to trainings with him says that.
Yeah.
Right?
Everybody.
So it's like...
Well, so a good example of that is the argument that Keenan had when Keenan said that Rickson would be a good purple belt. Jocko defended him. Jocko was like, I trained with Rickson when he was still Rickson, and he was a young fucking full of piss and vinegar Navy SEAL. And he said Rickson would just wreck people. And Rickson would be like, okay, you can. What do you want me to submit you with? Right side armbar. Okay, you start in a fully locked right side armbar. I'm gonna get out and I'm gonna submit you with the right side armbar. And he would just toy with people and do it to them. Granted, the level wasn't super high then, but I mean, like, Jocko would be like a super athlete.
Yeah.
And those kind of guys are there and just breaking people off, and that's like the aura that he had. But even still, like, you go train with people, and it's. Everyone that trains with Rickson just says it's
everybody.
Otherworldly.
Yeah, everybody.
Yeah.
It's that whole invisible jiu-jitsu stuff that he really harps on, and base and fundamentals and connection and disconnecting and it's all that stuff. It makes a huge difference in your game when you start understanding your base, understanding weight distribution, understanding connection and when to connect, when to disconnect, because there's going to be times when you need to connect 100%, and there's going to be times when you need to disconnect, and you need to disconnect fast.
Yeah. An interesting idea about that. So that doesn't even come from Rickson. That comes
Judo?
from Helio. No, it comes from Helio. Because if you go down into this rabbit hole of jiu-jitsu and where it's come from, the first guy really here was Horion. And if you meet anyone who actually trained with Horion, that's what Horion taught.
That
style, the Helio stuff. But Rickson was loud about it, and Horion went into this other path of doing like the guru shit and all this other bullshit. And while Rickson did the same thing, Rickson never forced it on people.
Yeah.
He was the guru, but he never told anybody this other shit. He just said, like, have you ever thought about your connection to the ground when you're in the guard and how important that is?
When you're in someone's guard? Or
No,
when
you're the person putting someone in the guard.
Well, I think gravity and using gravity,
and you have a connection to the ground, and it builds your base. Like, because like let's say you're able to close your guard around a big dog like me, and we're fighting, and you're super connected to the ground from the bottom of your butt to your shoulders, and you're able to fight off your back, right? Well, as soon as I elevate you and put my knees under your back, you're no longer connected to the ground, and the pass becomes 1,000 times easier, right? That's a lesson from the original Gracie shit, is like talking about your connection to the ground. I know a guy who's a Horion black belt from like back in the day, like when Horion was still like really teaching, and that's who I learned that from. And then I started thinking about this stuff, and I listened to the stuff he says, and to listen to the other stuff this other guys say who are in that same lineage, and I'm like, that's all the same shit that Rickson talks about. But Horion went on this other path of being like a guru, of being like a more like a philosopher than an actual instructor. So you kind of get that shit watered down, but the OG Gracie Jiu-Jitsu is all this stuff.
What's that one guy that's on Instagram now everywhere?
Oh, the white dude?
Yeah, he kind of annoys me.
His name is Chris.
Chris, yeah.
Chris Bones,
he kind of annoys me, but at the same time, he does also, that's all he shows.
Yeah.
It's like that's the stuff he shows.
Well, he's the guy on the internet really pushing the Rickson stuff right now. But he's not a Rickson black belt.
No.
He's
been training with him.
He's been training with him, and he is under Rickson now, but he's not a Rickson black belt. Like the guy who's really good at that, but he's really fucking arrogant, is Henry Akins.
His stuff is really good too.
Fucking amazing.
Yeah,
but he's such a dickhead. It's hard to watch his shit.
I've never seen him.
He's kind of a dick. He's kind of a dickhead. Yeah, he's kind of a dickhead. But I mean, dude, his shit is so good.
Yeah.
I mean, because he is the next version of Rickson. He has a
lot of stuff on the Cossack Tommy too that was like.
Yeah, that's who I got it all from. I got it from him and this guy from Australia. So there's three guys. There's Henry Akins, this dude from Australia.
The Dirty Dozen or whatever you're talking about, right?
Henry Akins? He's an Asian dude.
Yeah, but
I don't think he's a part of the Dirty Dozen.
No? I thought he was.
No, he ran Rickson School forever. I don't think he's one of the original 12.
Oh.
But Henry was a real black belt from Rickson in America, and he ran his academy forever. So Henry, another guy, and then I think Kron became like the people that ran Rickson's academy. Henry Cron is really kind of a black belt from Henry, not really from Hickson. But I mean, it's his dad's the one that gave it to him. But yeah, Henry, I believe, was Cron's main instructor. But so he has a really good setup. He has a really good system on Kesagatami. There's this dude from the South, big ass redhead dude. He has it's called Leviathan Jiu-Jitsu. I think his channel is called Still Rollin'. He's got a really good system on it. And then there's a dude from Australia who's like a John Machado black belt. He has a really good system on the Kesagatami, and that's who I kind of picked all my shit up from. James has a crazy system from there because it's a judo position. But yeah, I love Henry's shit, but he's kind of his vibe kind of annoys me. It's like fucking what's his name, Dean out there in the Roy Dean. His shit's good. He's just annoying as fuck. Yeah, I can't do it. I did want to talk about a couple of shit. You asked me earlier if I rolled today. Did you roll this week?
What day? I rolled Monday and Tuesday.
Women's class, 10 a.m.
I did both on Monday and then 10 a.m. I think on Tuesday, and then Wednesday, I had a tournament, which he's been sick as fuck. Like, he's been really sick, and then we showed up, and he lost. He did really good, but he ended up losing. Then he came down. He came over, sat with us. He was dying. He was like about to cry because his chest was hurting, and one of his friends was like telling him. He was like, we'll swap and I'll wrestle, and he didn't want to. He's like, no, my parents are coming. I'm not gonna. I'm gonna wrestle. Yeah. So shout out to him. But and then, man, I've had some fucking stomach issues, and I was gonna go on Friday, and I was
shit your pants.
And I was like,
6
no.
a.m.?
I was like nobody. If you fart, it's like whatever. It happens all the time. But no one's gonna forget if you shit your pants. No one's ever going to forget if you shit your pants.
Oh, yeah. I would never let you let that down.
I'm not going on Friday.
I would never let you let that down.
Yeah.
Fuck, hope I didn't delete it. I wanted to show you.
But yeah, Monday I'm going to Texas. I was going to go try to train, but what is this? You got the crash pads out. Nice.
You could have been there fucking Friday morning.
How's that? Does the crash pad work good?
Fuck yeah, dude. That thing feels so nice. You could have been there Friday morning just fucking getting after it,
That's
dude.
nice. That's dope. I like that.
But
and I bet that helps people who aren't confident.
Yeah, 100%.
Because they know they're not going to be hurt.
Yeah. So I live in the old school tough judo, and then the modern let's not hurt everybody, right? I live in that like weird gray area.
But crash pads have been used for a long time, haven't they?
Fuck no, dude. Fuck no. No. You're supposed to get smashed on the ground. That's part of it. But yeah, so yeah, I trained Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday.
I'll be back Thursday night, so maybe I'll show up Friday. Because I have Friday off, so maybe I'll come with the Friday morning.
Yeah, we're going to go over the same throw again. I already told them we're going to do the same thing over again. Until everyone can snap it. So everyone can at least do it as good as me, which is not very good. But if everybody can get to the point where they can do it like me, then we'll start moving on. But everyone liked it. And dude, I almost made 2 people throw up on Friday morning.
Yeah, I'm not doing that shit.
The warm-up?
Yeah, I'm not.
You're doing that. If you're coming to class.
I'm not fucking...
Yeah, you're doing the warm-up. Zach does it. He's a higher belt than me.
Yeah, Zach's fucking savage, though.
Yeah, you're doing the warm-up. It's not that bad.
You just said you almost made people throw up.
It was like 8 minutes long.
We'll see.
Yeah, you can do it. I want to do it with them, but I can't do it. It's hard. I can do the part that made everyone sick. I can do that with them. But I'm not doing the whole warm-up because I'm watching the warm-up because I'm not doing like... It's not like run around and wiggle your arms because it's fun. It's like there's a reason I'm having you wiggle your arms, right?
Yeah,
so I'm trying to make sure everybody does it. I do want to talk about something else. What you got?
No.
Oh, as being the ambassador of judo, we're going to go back. We're going to go back to the lessons that Kano has handed down to us from the heavens. Learn how to fucking break fall. Did you watch the UFC last night? Mm-hmm. Alexander Pantoja, probably the second best 125er on earth, posted when he threw a kick, blew his arm out, and lost the world fucking title.
Yep. Well, on Wednesday when I went to Noah's wrestling, there was a kid who just started wrestling and he fractured his arm.
Yep.
You know what he did?
Posted.
Yep. And his mom was there, and she was like, "Yeah, he just started," but they were watching the team, and I was telling her, go on YouTube and look up what's called break falling.
Yep.
I'm like, something they for sure never teach in wrestling is what break falling is.
Yep.
I'm like, he should learn how to break fall. It'll prevent this. He said this is the second time this has happened to him. Here and in something else he was doing, and he posted and he broke his arm twice. I'm like, he needs to learn how to break fall.
I was talking to a very, very, very good wrestler last night, and it happened to him.
Posted?
When he was wrestling in high school, he posted, broke his arm. Same shit.
I know at least Noah and even with Nathan, they were very aware of like not posting their arms and stuff, so they don't post it. And that's what I was telling his mom, like it's super like counterintuitive to what you want to do.
Yeah.
Like it seems like you should that's the best way to do it, but it's not. It's very counterintuitive, and you have to build that into you to not do that. And it takes time and repetition, and you gotta work that out. Yeah, his shit snapped.
Yeah, you have to work it. Yeah.
Yeah, so it becomes second nature versus posting your arm out for shit like that.
Yeah, I feel like it's pretty second nature to me, and like that's why I'm teaching the fundamentals on Mondays. In my fundamentals class, you'll probably break fall 50 times in that class, and because I'm really trying to. I don't think they think I'm being mean to them, but I think they're like, "Why are you harping on this?" It's because I don't want that to happen to you, right? I don't want it to happen to me.
That's a good example for your next class. Be like,
that's all I'm talking about. That's getting talked about. Yeah, 100%. So that was the UFC fights last night were cracking. Did you watch any of them? Oh, dude, they were banging. I mean, did you watch The Crown or the?
I watched some of them.
The Fight to Win.
Yeah, I watched some of them.
Or who's number one? I didn't watch any of the fights, but did you see fucking Big Dan and fucking Gordon were about to fucking smash Penna afterwards?
No hesitation. They were just like, boop.
It's so funny, dude. Big Dan is so fucking big. He must have been sitting all day because he got up and he was like a little bit stiff. And I was like, damn, you don't want that dude coming after you.
No.
Even if he can't fight. Let's just say he can't fight. He's like 7 foot, like 290.
Got his name Big Dan for a reason.
He is fucking huge.
Yeah.
Dude, if he just fucking hit you with the overhand Chuck Liddell right.
And what's her name fought Gabby?
Yeah,
she was definitely
Sloan Slimer.
Yeah, she was definitely outweighed. I think she was like.
You think she weighs more than Gabby?
No, outweighed. Gabby was 216.
Damn, Gabby's 200
Yeah, she was 216, and she's like, I think she weighed in at like 270 or 260 or something like 280, something like. It was big difference.
Gabby Pisani's 280 pounds? No, 180 pounds.
216.
Yeah, and then
the other
Sloan
girl
was 180.
One. She's like 160.
Have you ever seen her in real life?
Yeah,
she's fucking.
When we went, she's
thick.
She competed at the.
No, she was coaching.
No, she competed against Jocko's daughter.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. But she was coaching. Remember when we went to the Arte Suave? She was there coaching.
She was there coaching, yeah. Oh, and I saw what's his name? Chris? Is that his name? The Fight to Win? The black belt?
Oh, Chris from National City.
Yeah. He was there too.
Yeah.
You made your shirts, huh?
Yeah.
The Nasty City shirts? Mm-hmm. Yeah, he was there. So
I make almost everything in stuff.
I thought so. Those shirts look good. Those shirts look dope.
Yeah, we've been on fire printing right now. Did you see that fucking shop shirt we printed this week? Whew, we're on fire.
But the Nasty City, I thought that's fucking cool. That's like the nickname for National City.
Yeah.
So I thought it was funny. I saw that. That's funny.
Yeah, I have one. I kept one of those shirts, one of those Nasty City shirts.
Yeah, those are dope.
We're doing another one right now.
It feels like it's got like an 80s theme.
It's Grand Theft Auto Vice City.
Okay.
It's the Vice City.
Yeah, so 80s.
Yeah.
80s theme, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, that show's dope.
Yeah, Chris is the man. He's a fucking cool dude.
We got to get some merch.
Design it.
Yeah. Now
I can't do everything, though.
I think now we can link a shop. So we might, I don't know if we'll just link it to your site.
It's
probably be the easiest.
Yeah, because
I think we can link a shop.
For
so,
everything.
Yeah. Anyways, I don't got anything else. You?
Don't fucking break fall.
No, break fall, you mean?
Yeah.
Don't break
post.
your arm.
Yeah, don't post. Break
don't
fall.
Post, break fall.
Go train fucking judo.
Yeah, go train.
The ambassador of judo's here today again.
That's all I got. I'm not going to train next week, though. I'll be gone.
You're not going to go to slots?
I don't think I'm going to make it because I don't have a lot of time and I want to try to go to Buc-ee's and do that stuff. And so
we'll go to Buc-ee's when you land.
That's the only day. That's the only day I'd be able to go train. Is that day?
Yeah.
So
you got to go to Cowboy Chicken too. That place I told you about. It's good.
Anyways, peace.
No os.